Hey, you nearly took my finger off. You nearly took my finger off. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Quizine TV where we
quiz the cuisine.
That's right, quiz the cuisine. Today our adventure takes us to Mexico. We're gonna try some Mexican cuisine and we're gonna go to a spot not too far again from where we live, Stratford, a place called MexiCasa. MexiCasa. I like what they did there.
And there is a bit of appetite in the UK for Mexican food. Obviously nowhere near as popular as it is in the US.
Of course, yeah.
But it's still a thing, I think, here. There are loads of different kinds of empires across South America, across places like Mexico. And eventually, one of them managed to unite a lot of these kind of different factions, different empires, different peoples, and bring some sustainability to the regime, and that was obviously the Aztecs. Things like duck were very popular in terms of meat, in terms of the diet. They had certain kind of vegetables, tomatoes for example, or something similar to the tomato, which obviously they use for salsa. Salsa is actually an ancient dish. The Spaniards went over, the conquistadors as they call them, the Portuguese and the Spanish went over, and they took with them all sorts of kinds of new foods and kind of European spices and different forms of poultry. And the Spaniards at the time had Moorish influences also. They had kind of Arab influence in like southern Spain, but they also took that and exported that to this side of the world. So in the end you get this real concoction of all sorts of different kinds of foods and flavors, and that's basically what Mexican is. That's why when you try it, there's so much chili and spice and flavor and so many different kinds of ingredients. Like, it rivals, I think, Indian cuisine or Chinese cuisine in terms of the sheer amount of diversity and flavor that it has. So I'm very, very excited about that.
I mean, I've got to say, firstly, thank you for that history lesson.
You're welcome.
I did not remember, or I could not remember anything that you said, so that's perfectly fine. I'm super excited, and again, as per usual, Martha and I have not eaten for about 15 days. See you in a bit.
Adios, amigos.
Hey guys, so we're here at MexiCasa in Stratford, where we're going to be trying some very authentic Mexican cuisine. Listen, Martin and I cannot wait. We're so excited. Gonna stuff our bellies. I'm hungry. Let's go.
Right guys, so our first food items have arrived and we are super, super excited. We've got the Mexican hats on and we're about to tuck in to nachos. Mexican nachos topped off with guacamole, jalapeno, red cabbage, sour cream, cheese.
Get a bit of everything.
Wowzers.
Alright,
here goes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's so good. It tastes so fresh. The guacamole, the cheese, the tanginess of the jalapenos and the red cabbage cuts through the spice. So fresh, so nice, so light. It doesn't feel or taste like it's really heavy.
What a way to start off.
Great way to start. Party in our mouth, party on our head, party on the tortilla chip.
Party all around. Now obviously, we've got our nachos, flavoursome, party in the mouth as we mentioned. You got to wash it down with something nice, don't you? So we are very lucky to be able to try the famous Mexican drink, Jarritos. So these bad boys are imported all the way from Mexico. So we're literally going to try. We're going to have a taste of Mexico right here, right now. The first thing we've got, there's 7 flavours. First flavour we're going to go for is of course guava. Guava, which is a very common fruit across Mexico and parts of South America. Oh wow.
It's good?
That is absolutely phenomenal, and do you know why?
Why?
I thought it was going to be more syrupy sweet, where it makes me feel a little bit sick. Nothing like that. It's got the perfect amount of sugar in it. The lovely flavour and fragrance of the guava just comes through, and then you get that fizziness. It's perfect. This is a really, really good drink. Oh my god.
Well, while you enjoy that one, I've got the next flavour here. Lime. Ooh, that's a nice soft drink. Nice and cold, nice and refreshing. Actually, it's quite light. It's not like Coke you know, when your teeth start feeling a bit funny, it's really nice and light, and actually it gives us a great refreshing sensation.
I've got one more to try actually. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is a bit different, a bit controversial. This one is tamarind. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have tried tamarind. There's actually a lot of similar flavors and ingredients in South America as there are in the subcontinent. Tamarind is one of those things. In Bangladesh, in parts of India, tamarind is super popular. They've got it here in Mexico. They've turned it into a drink, which is so weird because tamarind, anyone who's tried tamarind knows it's a very almost tangy like spice. You add it in like your curries for a little bit of a tangy taste. In the form of a drink, it's super weird.
I'll let you try that one.
If you've seen what tamarind looks like in its original form, it looks a bit booky. It looks a bit weird. Like, it looks like, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like feces. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I ended up saying it. I'm sorry, I said it.
How is it?
You know what? That's actually really quite good. It tastes a lot like tamarind, but you know when you have tamarind in raw form like we have it, it's very strong. Whereas here they've managed to just extract elements of it, and it's quite subtle. And because it's so subtle, it doesn't overpower you.
It's got like a really light spice to it.
Yeah.
But I think the selling points of the Jarrito soft drinks is the fact that they're quite light in flavor. So many different flavors, but actually be nice and refreshing enough to have it with anything.
Okay, before we do anything, I'm gonna take the hat off now.
I think
great as it is, my neck needs a bit of respite. So let's just put that to the side.
What we have for you today is chicken tinga quesadilla. So if you're not aware of what a quesadilla is, so it's almost like a tortilla burger. So what you have is a tortilla at the bottom filled with your protein or your vegetables. So in this case we've gone for chicken, and then cheese as well, and various different kind of spices, sour cream, closed over, and it's basically toasted on both sides and split like a pizza. I mean, this is an unbelievable dish. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my god. The bread is just toasted as well. Crispiness from the bread with the soft, tender meat.
And it just soaks it all up.
It soaks it all up, and that gooey cheese in the middle as well brings everything together. The sour cream on the side is really refreshing, and it's kind of cool. So the heat of this dish, obviously the Mexicans like their spice and flavor. Sour cream just kind of relaxes everything in your taste buds.
What I'm gonna go for now is something very special and almost synonymous with Mexican street food. It's the corn on the cob, or in Mexico, the Alioli. And what it is, it's a steamed corn on the cob with some serious flavor, dusting of spices, and really gives you that smoky flavor. I'm just gonna go digging.
Go for it. I want some, but I don't think I'm gonna get some.
You're not gonna get any?
Mexicans absolutely love corn though. It's one of the absolute staples. They really know how to make good corn. He's holding corn. He's holding corn.
Mate, this is great. Such a good way to cook corn. Look, it's toasted on each side. It's got spices coming through it, the saltiness of the dusting, but also that sauce and just that chili on the side. Delicious. This time round, we have gone for the beef enchilada.
In Chile, it means.
It means, yeah, you're right, in Chile. So what is an enchilada? What we have is a small wrap in tortilla with the beef, but it is covered and drizzled with cheese, some of that beautiful sour cream sauce. We've got like some chili mayo type Mexican sauce, paprika dusting as well. And then on the side, we've got refried beans, some Mexican spiced rice, and then the house salad.
The main thing is literally covered, it's shielded by cheese and sauce. So literally you've got to break through the defense, which is all the cheese.
Banging.
Good bit of beef steak that's cooked and then shoved inside, really tender. Shoved inside the wrap, which of course is cooked amazingly, and it's drenched in cheese and sauce. Oh my god, it's literally everything you want in a dish. It's so hearty, it's so comforting, it's so warm, and it's a winter's day now, it's raining outside. This is just filling me with happiness and warmth. So our next couple of dishes I'm very excited for. We are basically going to try the burrito and the chimichanga. These are effectively the same dish. The basics are the same. It's tortilla stuffed with rice, stuffed with beans, and stuffed with some sort of meat. They take it to the next level for the chimichanga when they grab the whole thing, shove it in a deep fryer, and as a consequence you get this golden, crispy color on the tortilla.
As compared to the burrito, which still has that nice
plain
white.
So what we've got here is chicken in the chimichanga, Tinga chicken, so that special, lovely Mexican flavored chicken, which is deep fried, and you're holding the
Beef burrito.
beef burrito. Cheers.
Cheers. Generally speaking, the ingredients seem the same, but I can tell a distinct difference between this burrito that we had and everything previously that we had as well. And I don't know if it's the same for chimichanga. You've taken a few more bites than I have.
I just can't stop. I can't stop.
Everything is very heavy and filling and warm and comforting. Nice and dense. I mean, I don't know how we're getting through.
And I must say, this is actually my first time ever trying a chimichanga.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I have burrito all the time, but chimichanga and the deep frying of that burrito just takes it to another level. It's naughty. You'll feel bad about the calories, I'm sure, but it is worth it because it adds that love, oiliness, crispiness to the bread.
Marty, you know what everyone wants to see? You want to try some of this?
Go on then. Go on.
Hey, you nearly took my finger off. You nearly took my finger off.
I think you did take my finger off. My finger's gone. How good is that?
We have got the infamous taco.
Taco.
So we've got two different types of tacos. We've got the chorizo, spicy chorizo, and we've got some prawn or shrimp.
Never underestimate the seafood love in Mexico, by the way. A lot of coastal areas there absolutely love their seafood and their fish. And historically as well, from the time of the Aztecs, they've been eating fish and they've been enjoying it.
Long time.
So never forget the fish.
Yeah. We got one hard shell. So we've got a hard shell chorizo, hard shell shrimp or prawn, and we've got a soft shell chorizo, soft shell shrimp as well.
Let's try
Hard shell.
hard shell first. I got the chorizo.
I've got the prawn.
Let's go.
Wow, that's good.
Oh, really good.
But it just dripped everywhere.
As you can see,
Messy.
I tried preparing myself, but it all went wrong.
The hard shell tortilla crisp taco with actually the prawns are spiced really well. So it's again completely different to the other meats that we've tried. We tried beef, we tried chicken. This has got a grilled flavor to it.
The taco is just basically a very big version of a nacho crisp, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a big tortilla chip, but it's obviously created in a way that it's a wonderful curve. It's the perfect structure to fill with food. And then you just take a big crunchy bite out of it, and inside you've got all that lovely meat. For me, the chorizo was brilliant. Obviously chorizo, the texture is different from the other slow cooked pork meats that we have. It's a bit more kind of tough, a bit more chewy, but it's got that lovely smoky taste to it, which is so good. And it's got a little bit of kick to it, and that works wonderfully well with the crunch of the taco. Soft shell this time. Cheers.
Actually, chorizo was quite spicy, really nice, smoky, spicy flavor. Really nice, really light. Overall, very good taco. Very
nice.
good taco.
There's always room for dessert.
Always room for dessert.
Always. No matter how full we are, always room for dessert.
We always want some dessert.
So the first thing we're going to be trying is Buñuelos.
Buñuelos.
We've been told they're like little balls of heaven, but they are effectively a Mexican donut. These are basically little, small, fried bits of dough, but they're shoved with the crucial Dulce de Leche,
My favorite.
which in Spanish means the candy of milk. And it's basically created through simmering milk slowly with a little bit of sugar over time, and gradually it becomes brown, and it's almost like a caramel in the way it tastes and looks, but it's a very common sweet kind of dish or ingredient across South America, and they sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. So this is going to be brilliant.
Cheers.
Let's go. When I tell you, it literally just dissolves in your mouth. It's obviously deep fried, but it doesn't feel very kind of dense and heavy. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels very light, and then you kind of put it in your mouth and it's cooked so perfectly.
Still nice and warm.
It's warm and it just kind of melts away in your mouth, and as it's melting, you get little bits of that cinnamon sweetness, and the Dulce de Leche is coming through. Bring me back on.
Now,
There we go.
to finish our great Mexican adventure, or Mexican cuisine, we've gone for something that most people will be aware of and should know. The wondrous churros. So like a donut itself, a finger shape, and it's got those very distinct lines going through it, so it comes out from the piping. So deep fried and then dusted with that beautiful cinnamon and sugar mix, and to go with it we've got a beautiful chocolate.
That's us. Reasons why I absolutely love the churro is the story behind it, and you guys know if there's a story behind the food, it tastes better in my mouth. The Portuguese, they controlled the waters, the seas for many years, and they went to China and they tried a particular dish called the yu tao in China. Similar sweet dish which looked like the churro. Anyway, Portuguese, when they went to South America, they took that with them, and then it basically developed its own identity and was transformed into the churro.
Oh,
Dark chocolate and coconut milk.
sauce. Yeah.
A very wonderful dessert dish, very sweet, fried, doughy, crispy, sugary. And then you mix it into that dark chocolate sauce, which has also got coconut in it. And boy, does that take it to another level. Hats off to the chef. Hats off.
Hats off. We're done. We have finished our Mexican cuisine.
Mexicano. Mexican is one of those foods, one of those cuisines. It always leaves you feeling happy.
Here's the spot.
High in the kind of carbs, so it's hearty. It's high with the meats, slow cooked, soft, warm meats, and then it's got all the spices and flavors that everybody would want.
No, I agree. I think overall it was a really authentic experience. I think the food was really good. I am stuffed to the brim.
Oh, yeah, me too.
A lot of cheese, a lot of meat, a lot of bread, a lot of rice. I mean, you can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong.
If you haven't tried it, please try it.
Great food, great food. So guys, listen, if you like our video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on to be alerted when we release a new video. You know, every Wednesday at 8 PM we'll have a nice cuisine video there for you. Listen, comment, speak to us, let us know what you want us to try, which type of cuisine you want us to try. We'll be more than happy to respond, so make sure you're doing that and checking us out. Until next time,
See ya.
bye.